steering is literally right under my calves, which is really annoying. The pedals are too far. This is as far forward as it goes. I'm not a short guy, well, not that short, but I can't imagine this being comfortable for anybody shorter than like 5'5", 5'6". So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey guys, it's Steve, Kartrack Reviews. It is time to finally talk about Supercharged in Edison, New Jersey. I have a lot of opinions of it, and hopefully I can keep it concise. So let's figure out what most of those things are, whether or not I like them or I hate them. Because honestly, it's a mixed bag. Alright, so let's start with pricing. So pricing at Supercharged is definitely on the higher side. It is $29 a race, or it is $56 for 2 races, or it's $81 for 3 races. They don't have anything above a 3-race package. So at $81, I think it's, what is it, $27 a race? So definitely on the higher end for a race cost. The races are 7 minutes long. You're paying about, at most, $29 a race, and everything else about it is not very exciting. In terms of value, you're not getting a lot at Supercharged, at least not for the karting. $29 a race is expensive for 7 minutes. I don't think the race is worth it at all. So for pricing, I give it a 3. The reason why I gave it a 3 is because of the value you get for it, and which you'll kind of hear about it as I go along. Alright, let's talk about the karts, because this is really where it gets very disappointing. Not only are they electric, which I hate, they're slow electric, which is disappointing. The steering rack is right under my calves. So I imagine for most people it'll be in the same position. When you are turning the steering wheel, the steering rack is rubbing against my calves. That's just a comfort thing, but I mean, let's look at the whole picture, right? Let's see what else there is. They have a boost button. I think it lasts a few seconds, maybe 5 seconds. It doesn't go much faster. There's a fake engine sound.
Oh boy.
Why? It's an electric kart. Just let the electric motor make the noise or something. I don't know. The karts, I'm sorry for all the physics majors or physicists that are listening to this, but the karts decelerate on uphills, and you go slower uphill in terms of acceleration. So the karts are so slow that they can't accelerate up the uphills on the track. Okay. There's engine braking, which I don't know if I can call it engine braking. Motor braking? Since it's electric motors? There's a motor braking going downhill. So you can have your foot all the way to the floor on the accelerator pedal, but you don't go any faster. So it stops you from going faster downhills. For karts, I gotta give it a 3. I was severely underwhelmed. I mean, I never expected a place called Supercharged to have Miata-like engines. No offense to Miatas. Miata's always the answer. But I never expected it to have such slow motors, I guess. And yeah, I'm not going to do that again, probably. For track flow, It's interesting. It's long. They've got 2 tracks. Supposedly, they like to make this claim that they're the largest or the longest track in the United States or so. I can't remember their claim, but I think it was something along the lines of like, with both of their tracks combined, they're the longest track in the United States or something like that. I don't know, or the world. I don't know, or longest indoor. I don't know. I don't really care, but I don't know when they combine the tracks. Don't really care to wait for them to do it. I do have some information on that later that I just found out about today, but I have zero interest in doing a full track layout, combined track layout, because it's not interesting to me. And the reason for that is that it seems like the turns are kind of just thrown into the place, and some of the turns are just outright anti-track flow. I mean, the uphill spiral being one of them. I mean, what's the point of that? You have an uphill spiral with a rubber coin flooring? What does that do? You can't drift. You got rubber on rubber. I mean, if it was at least slick, you'd be able to maybe drift around the spiral. But then again, you don't got uphill acceleration anyway, so... Anyway. Track flow? I mean, it'd probably be more fun with a faster kart, sure, because there's a lot of long sections where you're a quarter of the way done with the straight section and you're already topped out. I mean, be here all day, you know? You'll never finish a lap. It's got random banks and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know who's making these tracks, but I've seen it at another location that I haven't done a review on yet, but I will be doing a review pretty soon. Maybe next week. It's not very fun. Kart doesn't go that fast, so it's kind of hard to enjoy it. Oh, and before anyone says anything, yes, I did wait to get to the higher speed that they allow. I don't know. I think they might have supposedly a higher speed if you do like league events there, but I can't really be forced or bothered to attend a league and possibly sign up for 10 races when I really only want to do 1 or 2. For track flow, I give it a 5. I think it's okay. If the karts are faster in leagues, maybe those karts make up for the distance you have to travel on these long straights that you don't even have a very fast kart to enjoy it on. Maybe. I'm a 5. Honestly, I think I'm being nice by giving it a 5. For customer service, I give them a 7. They are helpful. They're always there. They got answers for your questions. They had issues with text notifications telling you when your group is coming up on track, or just telling you how long your wait might be and stuff like that. I went on a relatively not busy day. They do at least text you now. On my second visit, I realized this. They do at least text you now where they'll tell you that your group is coming up next. So at least you got that. I don't know if they do anything on the more busier days where they tell you, hey, your race is going to be in 30 minutes or something like that. Because at least when I went there, I still had to ask, when will my next race probably be? It's nice. It's a nice complex, too. They have a restaurant. They have axe throwing. They have an arcade. They have this 40-foot drop tower or whatever, however tall it might be. So it's one of those places that you go to hang out and not really to go karting for just the sake of karting. It's just not a karting location. It's a jack of all trades, master of absolutely nothing. Would I go back? That's a great question, because for this location, I would not go back. Not by myself. I wouldn't go back unless there's a group of people I know that are going, and perhaps we're just hanging out and we're just having fun, you know, enjoying each other's company. That's the only reason I would go there. Just for karting, absolutely not. It's just not worth it to me. Everywhere else I've been to is better. The karts are faster, the tracks make more sense. For the most part. And if you saw my last video, you already know I prefer gas karts. If I'm going to go anywhere, I'm probably just going to go to Lehigh Valley Grand Prix. I'd rather drive out of the way go to Lehigh Valley Grand Prix, get my gas cards, get my slightly competitive but relaxed environment, and get to enjoy karting for karting and racing for racing, and not karting as just another piece of this luxurious environment that I suppose what is Supercharged is attempting to do. And they're probably doing a great job, to be honest with you. They're probably doing a great job. They're probably making a ton of money. Good for them. Not a karter's environment. Definitely not a place for a karter to go if they had a choice. Unless maybe the leagues are good. I just found out today that January 28th, 2025, they are doing what they're calling a Supertrack. And the Supertrack is basically both of the tracks combined. I believe I have the ability or the opportunity to go. I am hesitant. If I see someone else go, maybe I'll ask a couple people, see if they want to go. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, disagreements with anything that I just said, by all means. If you've done the league, I would really love for you to give me your opinion on it. And if you can even compare it to a regular visit, I would appreciate that. I would love to hear the input on that because, again, Supercharged, place called Supercharged. Not the name I would call it. Like if you like, dislike if you don't, comment if you don't. If you dislike, comment so I know why. And then subscribe if you want. It's a free world, right? Do what you want. Keep karting. Keep racing. As long as you live. That's all I got for you guys. I'll talk to you next time.